I want to bring in our friend Mark Geragos. He's a trial attorney and the co-host of the Reasonable Doubt podcast with Adam Carolla. Okay, Geragos, people love to take pot shots at lawyers, but this is why defense lawyers do the job that they do, right? You can have a total scumbag, somebody whose skeletons are spilling out all over the place as something else happens beside him that he looks very, very guilty about. And look what happened today. It's just, there's no issue. He has an alibi. There's evidence that she killed herself. I wanted you to get the opportunity to talk about how this is the problem that you face in crimes like this.
You and I have talked before in the pre-Trump era. Every May, it seemed like every May, there would be either a missing woman or a woman who was murdered, and then there was instantaneous kind of this axis of evil of people breathlessly accusing the male of the crime, and this had all the earmarks of it. It was down to the videos and the texts and the other women and everything that you could ever want. If the police had not come out and said that, look, we've got license plate pictures, screen grabs that we've taken from the toll road. We have an alibi of where he had spent the night. He wasn't even in the jurisdiction. And and frankly, I was talking with your producer about it, if there wasn't the demonstrable evidence that she had purchased the gun, he would be, if not in custody, they would have already basically convicted him in absentia. And that's the worry in these cases. You're off to the races before you even start.
Yeah, this is the picture that did it for me. She is in the pawn shop buying this gun all by herself. People jumped online saying she was forced to, probably the woman that her husband was having the affair with killed her and then made it look like a suicide and probably called 911 pretending to be her. You can't refute the fact that she was in there by herself, moments before she used that gun that she's buying. Here's the other question I have for you. Are there any civil actions anywhere here? I look at the 20 minutes that it took her from the moment she walked in the door to get that gun. 20 minutes, that's all it took to get the gun, and then she used it to kill herself. And the way the husband had behaved, there are all sorts of allegations that he was emotionally abusive to her. I think there's suggestions that, she was 14 when they met and maybe not that young, not that old when they, turned into a relationship. Is there any civil action, wrongful death that can flow out of the pattern of facts you've seen?
Well, you can always conjure up a cause of action. It's whether or not it's something that will stick, number one. And number two, most plaintiffs' lawyers work on a contingency. If there is a client who can come up with a cause of action, is there somebody who can pay? I hate to kind of rip off the Band-Aid of what civil justice is, but that is kind of the calculation.
Yeah, it is. Mark, thank you. Appreciate it. You were the first person I thought of when it comes to a case like this. It's not often that it's this kind of resolution this quickly, but I appreciate your input. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.